Hello, everybody. It is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. I'm your host, Barry Welsh. Again, EAR. EAR. Here. What's it mean? Eradicate American racism. End all racism. Everybody against racism. It means ending racism. It means putting a group together to make that happen. And hopefully we'll be able to do that. We're going to be talking about it throughout the upcoming episodes here. See if we can't get it to take off. It's a good cause. It deserves to have power behind it. It's going to take power behind it to do what we want to do. Also, I want to put a call out for our next panel. If you're interested in being on a panel, especially if you're a female, please email americandoofus@gmail.com or on Facebook, look for the American Doofus page. And we're going to be putting our next panel out. We're going to bring back, Darren and Apollo and of course, Galaxy. We'll bring those. We'll bring our previous panelists back at some point, but at the moment we're looking for some new panelists for this next upcoming panel. So if you're interested in having your opinions heard, and I hope you are, and you wish to share them, again, email americandoofus@gmail.com or on Facebook, the American Doofus page. We are at 11 million. That's how many people have been infected with COVID-19. 240,000 deaths. It doesn't seem all that long ago. On September the 1st of 2001, we were outraged at 3,200 deaths at one time, and now we're at 240,000 deaths in just a few months. And I personally believe many of them could have been prevented with the right steps, but that's hindsight. Where we at now? There's talk that there are two vaccines about to come out, one from Pfizer and one from Moderna. I hope I pronounced that right. The one from Moderna is about 94% effective. The one from Pfizer is about 90% effective. That means 1 out of 10 it's not going to work on. The positive side of that, 9 out of 10 it will. We are months away from you and I, the average person, being able to get a vaccine if we so choose. And some things we need to be aware of. The vaccines, while they've proven effective so far, they're not in the final stages of studies. They do need to be approved by the FDA. You will need 2 doses. It's not a cure. Let me repeat that one. It's not a cure. And we are months away. Let's just put it that way. If you remember back when the virus was first announced, and who got tested? Well, the elite, the top of the food chain, if you will. So expect much of the same with vaccines. Hopefully, first responders will be some of those that initially, and of course our hospital workers are essential workers. There will be a pecking order, and as there should be. So don't get all caught up in okay, there's a vaccine now and everything's going to go away. Keep wearing your masks. If you're an anti-masker, really look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, do you want to be an infector? Do you want to give it to somebody else, even if you don't realize you have it, or if you never get sick from it? Do you really want to be that kind of person? Are you that self-centered? Are you that self-absorbed that you can't do one little thing when you're out in public? If you're that kind of person, God bless your little pea picking heart. That's all I'm going to say about that. Wear a mask, and we'll keep up to date as what's going on with COVID. But mainstream media is going to be doing a pretty good job of that, and our focus is going to be still on racism, EAR, end all racism. We're at a point where what the current president of the United States, the one that was just defeated in an election, what he's doing is becoming very dangerous. We've talked about it. Possibility still that civil war might happen because of the acts of this one person. And the latest is he's tweeted that the election was rigged, that the only people that say Joe Biden won are fake news, and basically that they will never give up. When does that become treason? When does that become? It's not at the moment. It's just asinine rhetoric from someone we're used to having asinine rhetoric from. But when does it become treason? When does it become really legitimate that he and those that follow him want to overthrow the government? We're going to stay focused on that. That was one of the questions I really wanted to talk to the Angry Viking about, but Angry Viking has gone to his own unique platform somewhere where there's no monitoring as far as what is said and what isn't said. And while that may be free speech, that also is not necessarily a conducive environment for anything other than hearing an echo chamber over and over and over and over and over again. So I still would like to have the Angry Viking on the program. If anybody happens to cross paths, let me know. And that kind of leads us into Parlor. For those that don't know, Parlor, 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 as in a fancy living room, an area where you would entertain back in the antebellum times, let's just say. And Parlor, 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 is a new social media platform. And I noticed that a whole lot of the Trumpers had disappeared, and that's where they're at. The Trumpers and the racists have made their way to Parlor. And the reason they have is because there is no interference with, there's no censorship, as they say. So extremist talk, racist talk, hate speech, they are all welcomed at Parlor. Now, there have been those that, oh, this is a great concern. Well, actually, what it does is it makes it easier to monitor them if they're all in one place. So we know that many of them have closed minds, and it is dangerous that they are all in one social media platform. But at the same time, again, it will make it make it easier to monitor them with all of them in one place. But we are not out of any stretch of the imagination. We are not at a place where we can say there's going to be a peaceful transition of power come January of 2021, and the current president is going to step down and the duly elected president is going to take office. Now, those of you that watch this program a lot know that I'm not a big Joe Biden fan. I wasn't out banging the drum for Joe Biden. I wasn't beating on doors and begging people to vote for him. But he is the duly elected president of the United States. And I refer back once again to, when does the behavior of the current president become treasonous? When does the behavior of his followers become treasonous? And who's going to stand up to them? Questions we need to talk about, and we will be talking about in upcoming episodes. It is the American Doofus Show. I'm going to be live Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you'll join me. I'll be back on here live. And again, we're putting the call out. If you'd like to be on a panel, if you'd like to join the program and express your opinions or your concerns or ideas, or just answer the questions, no biggie. Please consider putting in an email to me at americandoofus@gmail.com, or on Facebook at the American Doofus page on Facebook. And of course, spread the word about EAR. We're going to let them hear us. We're going to put together a group. We're going to do to end racism. We're going to put a group together similar to what the NRA put together to make sure that the Second Amendment rights were always guaranteed. We're going to put a group together to make sure that all the other rights are guaranteed too. Hear me? It's the American Doofus Show. In all sincerity, thank you so much for watching. Please help spread the word, share, subscribe, like, and by all means, be good to each other, be good to yourself, and stay alive. But most of all, don't be a doofus.